The reason so many adults need remediation is because the math cut scores are set by the math department. And the math department is trying to get everybody ready for college calculus with the first year college algebra course. The number of people who actually need college calculus is relatively small. So, again, your assumptions about what we need to be doing are often challenged by this, what's that word we use? Oh yeah, reality. By the way, this math issue is not just for a problem with kids, just understanding statistics. Let this take a moment to percolate through. It is unequivocally the case that you cannot become a teen pregnant at age 26, okay? Just so you know. Okay, when you look at work, okay, back to ACT, and they did a really interesting thing, and I looked at some of their stuff. So here's from ONET, a job called electronic tech, middle skill, sub-baccalaureate, more than high school. Needs level 5 math. The leveling in ONET is 7, 0 to 7. 7's the highest, 5 is sort of in between. Electronic tech. Here's what the job, this is actually a job description I pulled out of the newspaper. Okay? Here's what they want. Level 5 math is what's there, right? These are the skills you need. Middle school skills. By the way, the thing I don't have on that, oops, back up. When you look at the actual job the job thing, it says plus 2 years experience. They want an associate's plus 2 years. Somehow that disappeared. So again, they want that credential proxy for something else, but these are the actual math skills necessary. So, back to NAPA moment, they have some new data you can look at. They actually look at what the parents' education is. Very strong relationship between parents' education and what the kids score on math. No surprise to anybody who looks at educational data, but it suggests a simple solution to our complex problem. I mean, problem solved, we can all go home. By the way, literacy. How many of you in here are literate in emoji? What? Yes, OMG, right? But more than that, how many of you can read this sentence from Moby Dick, which has been translated into emoji? You can buy it for $650 off the net. Can you read that sentence? Water, water everywhere, not a drop of water there. Oh, this one. His education is not yet completed. Literacy is an evolving, moving target. To be literate in the late 19th and early 20th century, you had to master Greek and Latin. If you didn't have that, you were considered illiterate. And so we have literacy demands today that have nothing about this. What is the grammar behind 144-character vocabulary? Sentence structure, paragraph structure, logic. 144 characters. How many of those 12, 13-year-olds use email? How many of them write anything? No, they're doing this. Right? And what the next generation will do, who knows? You talk to Siri. You talk to the Google Android version. Just got a tongue transplant. My body's trying to reject it. You don't have... I'm sorry. You don't have to know. I'm working for Vegas. Come on. You don't have to be able to read a map. When my grandkids first moved in, they asked me some question. Of course, I didn't know what it was, so I pulled out my smartphone, and I went like this and gave them the answer. They were amazed. It led to a whole game we played called Granddad, Ask Your Phone. They would come up, what's the fastest this? What's the fattest this? What's the tallest? What's this? What's this? Google. They were just stunned. You need to learn anything? Ask your damn phone. It'll tell you. What is literacy 50 years from now, 20 years from now? We don't know, but the trends are intriguing. By the way, again, kids, it's not just kids. The workplace, remember that list from the Finally. I counted 3 seconds. How do you spell peonies? Peonies. Whatever. So, the Business Roundtable, that's a painful concept, by the way. The Business Roundtable said communication skills rank high. So, we've been doing all this, banging on kids to take more math, more science, more this, rigor, Common Core, take your pick. We just keep beating them with more stuff. And what have we been doing in the meantime? The Gallup organization tracks something called engagement. They look at it in the workplace, where it's very important to predict workplace success. They look at it in school. Over 3/4 of elementary school kids, based on their metrics, are engaged. By the time they get to high school, we're just beating it out of them. And we wonder why we can't get them to pay attention and pass that test so the school looks good. We can all go home happy. A recent paper came out that I think has some resonance here in, well, just about everywhere now. All this extra math and science, it's having a rather pernicious effect on males, African American and Hispanic. It's driving them out of school in greater numbers than they already were being driven out of school. So, given all of this, what do? We go, oh crap, we're doomed, go home. No. There is some research that helps kind of point a way for us. And I'm going to zip through some of this faster than I need to. System change, program change, pedagogy. So let's talk about a system. They're building blocks. Career development, middle school to high school to post-secondary. Yeah, I've got it. So, I brought my frog with me from Louisville. It's a Louisvillian frog. With partnerships. How many of you in here have community college advisory committees? How many of you in here have high school advisory committees? Are they the same committee? Why not? If you're having two different conversations, you don't have a system. You have to have one advisory committee, preferably for a region, not just for a school. Have the same conversation. Here's what they do. These are some of the things a good committee can do. If you're not having the same three-way conversation, you'll never build a system. So we've got to align it. We've got to bring programs to standard, and those that we can't or that don't fit, we need to get rid of. We have a lot of legacy programs. I was down in a southern city, I won't mention the name. They had 27, I think that was a number, cosmetology programs. Okay? Yeah, why? Well, legacy programs. Kids loved it. The teachers loved the kids. Kids love the teachers. They have fun, messing with hair, whatever. They needed a few. They didn't need 27. And in that city, a lot of manufacturing, they had one welding program in the high school. Right? Alignment. I've got some, thank you. Unless that has gin in it.
I could arrange for that.
Oh. I like you, Jinxie. That's what your name is. By the way, introduce yourself, Teresa.
I can touch up so my given name is Teresa.
Imagine the challenges she had growing up. Dad's going, here's the jinx. Well, it's better than the name I had growing up. Damn it. When I was like 15 before I realized my first name was Jim. First grade teacher says, what's your name? Damn it. Damn it, come here and fix it. The third piece is pedagogy. I got to move along here. All right, so here we are. We've been at this a long time. Remember career education, 1970, 1980, that was going to fix everything. That's gone. We had youth apprenticeship. Remember that governor from Arkansas? I did not have something with that young lady. We had school to work. Republicans pilloried Clinton. Where's that Hillary? Pilloried Clinton over this. And then we have